Hello and welcome to the Young Film Academy podcast, the essential podcast for teenagers looking to find their way into the creative industries. And today we have got a very exciting podcast because we are actually right now sitting in a music room, aren't we, guys?
Yeah.
We found the least echoey place we could find in the middle of summer camp, and we've built ourselves a little round table makeshift thing. You'll be able to see a picture on our social media channels. There's lots of fluffy dead cats and microphones into everyone's mouths, but I'm just going to go around the room and get everyone to introduce themselves. Obviously, I am Dan, I am your host, and we are joined this week by our lovely students. So here we are.
I'm Sophia and I'm a 2-week filmmaker.
I'm Grace and I'm a 2-week filmmaker.
Hi, I'm Theo, I'm a 2-week filmmaker.
Hi, I'm B, I'm a 2-week filmmaker.
Hi, I'm Isla, I'm a 2-week actor.
Hi, I'm Ashton and I'm a 2-week actor.
Very exciting. It's very exciting to have you guys all here. How are you feeling? Good?
Good. Yeah,
Very excited.
Pretty good. Are you tired or?
Yeah. But it's okay.
Yeah. So for context, it's currently wait, what day is it?
Thursday.
Oh my god. So for context, it's Thursday in the second week. So there is 2 more full days to go. Oh my god, only 2 more full days to go. That's crazy. And then screening on Sunday, which is mad. And we've just wrapped productions. So we've last week. In fact, does one of you want to give us a run through of how it's actually gone? So the rough outline.
How?
Yeah. So like
week.
what is the sort of the rough structure of the week? So we start with the 2-week film.
So we start with sort of some lessons on camera, on shooting angles, everything like that, and then we go into coming up with ideas and filmmaking, getting into groups, sort of story structure. Then we start writing. We've got about a day and a half of writing, and then our actors get cast. We meet the actors, we do read-throughs, we do shot lists, everything like that, and then we get 4 days of shooting, which are really fun, but they are quite stressful. And then when we wrap, we have 3 days of editing, and then it's the screening.
Absolutely. So today we will be starting the edits after this podcast, which is I'm sure everyone's excited to start looking through the footage or nervous. There's always a weird moment, right, where you're like, you think you've done a really good job, and then but until you see the footage,
you just don't know.
You just don't know. And then there's another magical moment when it actually comes together, where you actually see it in sequence, and you're like, wow, this really works, or maybe we could have done with something else in that.
It's really exciting as an actor to see what the filmmakers are going to do with what you provide, and it's just amazing to see the magic that they can create.
Yeah, you should. Do you want to explain actually, Ashton, how your weeks have gone? Because obviously you've been with the filmmakers for the 4 days of shooting, and was it one rehearsal day or 2?
We had one rehearsal day.
Yeah. So what were you doing before that at camp?
Okay, so when we first arrived, we had some tutoring lessons with one of the tutors, and she was amazing. She walked us through the difference between acting on camera and theatre, and there's a lot of differences, and you learn a lot, especially on the 2-week course, because it's very in depth, and it gives you a new perspective on acting, and it's really helpful. And then you record some videos, casting videos, so the filmmakers can watch them and choose or have a preference of who they want to be in their film. And then once they've done that, then we sit down and get our scripts. You have a little table read, and then we start filming, which is pretty awesome.
What's that moment like to you when you get the script for the first time?
Well, I wasn't really nervous. I was more excited, to be honest.
Yeah.
I haven't really done anything like this, and it's truly amazing.
Yeah. So. Same for you, Isla?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that moment when we're all sat in the hall and Alara will read out what movie you're going to be in, it's so much fun. And you get to hear who else is going to be in it, and you'll catch people's eyes for who you know they're going to be working with. Yeah. I think that it's amazing. I'm really, really lucky with the movie that I've been put in this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So for context as well, so 4 of you in this room are in one team. So we've got 2 of the filmmakers from that group, 2 of the actors, and then we've got Theo and B who have been working on a different film as well, which it's been going well. You got props galore.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So we had Greg, who's one of the staff team, getting shot. So we had a full body to build, which was quite challenging actually.
Yeah, but the props team managed it really, really, really well. So excited about that.
So what is it in it? Because I've seen this. This is it's like a pretend dead body in a black bag that you guys have sort of created.
I think they just jammed it with clothes, and then there was loads of tape rolling everywhere.
Nice.
But yeah, the whole idea is that, Greg accidentally gets shot, and then these, you would wonder how that happens, but we did think about it, and then it's kind of this journey they all go on to try and get rid of this dead body. It's kind of a bit of a dark comedy, but I think we're really, really happy with how it's all turned out.
Yeah.
There was a moment where we wanted a shoot, and we actually did it on bingo night, and we were rearranging the tables, we were getting all the shots, and that was like so stressful because we were under a bit of a time crunch as well, because obviously we'd stopped bingo night so we could get these 3 shots done.
Wow.
So it was very stressful, but we got back and we just put that tiny bit of footage together, so it's basically what it will be in the movie, and we just went, gosh, this is amazing. This is going to be a good movie.
I can't wait to see it. There was I think a team did something. They borrowed the disco, I think, because there's like an end of week disco, and they just got some like extra footage, and so suddenly, even though you're in your teams where you've got generally it's 4 actors, and then filmmaking groups of like 5,
it's 5 to 7.
5 to 7, yeah. But then, because there is loads of people on camp, if you've got an idea, there's probably a way of making it happen. So for one team, it was using the disco. They just got loads of footage of, I think, their actors surrounded by the actual party, so they could then have like what felt like a fully fledged party. That was in the 12 to 13, so I don't think you guys saw that one. And you guys obviously taking over a bingo night. And suddenly you've got a bingo night in your movie.
I think that's what's really incredible with like summer camp. You get to be able to just go and think, I really want to do this, and then you actually get to do it. I was determined to have like a shot of a sort of spin the bottle party. I just really wanted to use the new fancy LED lights, and being able to actually make that happen, and hopefully make it happen well.
Because it was we needed extras for that, so we just sort of announced it at lunch, and we got one of the staff to just stand up in the dining hall and be like, can anyone be an extra in a film? And we actually managed to get quite a few extras, which was just really nice.
It did, yeah, no, that was super cool. And as you're saying, with the lights as well, with the lights, the extras, because they're these like colour changing lights, LED lights that are just really cool. They've got all these modes and stuff. I know you guys are saying this, so I'm saying this more for those that haven't seen them. And there's literally like is it called party mode?
It's party mode.
Party mode. I mean, if you're throwing a party, this is the only button you need. And then with the extras, the spin the bottle was really cool. You had like the camera spinning round 360 degrees.
Pushed the camera in.
Yeah. That was super cool. No, it was amazing. Do you come with ideas? Like this is a question for the filmmakers. I think. Do you have ideas that you bring with you to camp that you're like, oh, maybe I really want to do this, or do you generally wait and see how it flows? Because it is a team thing, right? You are writing as a team. You take turns with the responsibility of directing.
This year I didn't actually come with any ideas. Occasionally, like in the past, I have come and been like, I want to make this. But this year I sort of just came with the sort of vibes I wanted to go for. And then when we were getting into groups, just sort of found people who wanted to make a movie with the similar sort of idea. And we just worked from there and came up with what I think is like quite a good story. It's quite fun. So
yeah, I think that's the thing that you have to enter summer camp with an open mindset. You can't go with this is a script and these are the actors and this is what I want everything to look like, because it won't work.
Yeah, imagine
that
turning up day one. It's like, I'm here for check-in and here is my script.
It's that openness is how creatives work. It's how we make the best things, I think, and I think that sort of openness is essential.
Learning to collaborate, right? Because I mean, it's you get a lot of people. You might be in school making films, but that means you're probably maybe one of the only people in school making films. Might be a few people, but not many. Whereas here, everyone is so keen about it. So you're learning, as you will need to in the industry, actually learn how to discuss ideas, how to develop ideas together, and work as a team and stuff.
I think especially learning to like merge ideas, because everyone will come in, and then when you're actually discussing the film, everyone will have like different ideas, and it's one of the things you really develop is going, actually, can we take this bit from this idea and this bit from this idea and just sort of like smush them all together, and then it comes out with like just a really good idea, which sort of just takes bits which everyone's happy with.
I think, especially in our group, we did actually have someone who came in with a set idea and was like, okay, well, I've got this story, and we had like a whole like almost chart going on of like people's different ideas, and like we managed to link them all together a bit, and then Josh came in and said, okay, this is great, but like for a feature film and you've got 8 minutes. So he really brought it back down a bit to earth.
Came up with like 90 minutes worth of content.
But yeah, I think it's really important in the writers' room that everyone in the group is getting their say, because at the end of the day, like, it's a movie you're shooting for 4 days, and so everyone's got to love it, otherwise you're just not going to have that passion. And I think if you don't have passion for the movie you're making, it does show through the screen.
100%.
Yeah, our first plot was a secret agent who pretends to become a secret agent and destroy this mafia boss, which was quite ambitious for 8 minutes.
That is very ambitious. That is feature potential for sure.
But yeah, I mean, we all had a really good time, and I think, like you guys said, like, we just found people who, you know, at the end of the day did have kind of the same vision as us, and we all knew we definitely wanted to do a comedy. And we just really clicked. Like, it was very smooth sailing for a very, very long time, and it still pretty much is, to be honest. We've had no major disagreements, artistic disagreements. It's pretty been just agreeing, really.
I completely agree. I think that especially on the side of the filmmakings, but with the actors and the filmmakers as well, I've been so lucky with the groups that I've been put in for the past 2 years. I just think like the filmmakers and the actors, like, we get along so well. And it's not just the filmmakers' ideas, like the actors help like think of stuff as well. And I think that it's so inclusive and collaborative. And I just think it makes the whole movie like such a cool experience, because even though, like, especially just for me and Ash, when we're, you know, we're obviously acting the film, but we can still look at it and say, yeah, like, that was like our idea to put like the plant in the back or something. I just think it's so cool. And I think it's so much fun to work with the filmmakers, because you guys are so talented. It's just the same.
It's really lovely for us as filmmakers when the actors are really involved and when everyone's got like the shared vision, because then it was when we were on set, we'd be setting up a shot or something, and then one of our actors would come along and be like, could you guys try this? And they're not on the filmmaking course, but sometimes they've had some of the best ideas of the whole shooting process, and it's just really nice when everyone's able to sort of contribute and have this same shared vision.
Yeah, I feel like it makes the process just so much easier when the actors and the filmmakers get along, and then that bond that you make just makes it so much easier to create the films. And you can also see that when watching the films, you can just see the chemistry works.
But also, like, the chemistry through the entire camp is so strong. Like, what you guys were saying about the extras, like, the fact that people just are willing to help each other out, even if it's not your movie, like, that kind of atmosphere, I just don't think can be replicated anywhere else.
Yeah. It's because when you come to this camp, you already know that everyone shares the same interests, which makes it so easy. I mean, you can even, like people who are older can, like, talk with people who are in the younger ends, like 12, 13, like, they still get to talk with the older children, and it's not awkward, and it's just...
Because you've all just got the same, like, common interests. Because everyone sort of goes, this is what I want to do with my life. How about you? And everyone's just like, yeah.
So everyone is, like, so lovely here. I don't know if it's, like, a theatre kid thing.
It's like all the energy.
Because everyone's, like, so nice and friendly and open-minded, and because everyone loves the same thing, it's like, I haven't met anyone that I haven't just, like, immediately, like, clicked. Like, no, does that make sense? I haven't met anyone that I haven't clicked with. Because I think it's so sick to have everyone all love the same thing and be in the same room and just, like, all merge our ideas together. I think it's really cool. It's a really special thing.
Yeah, and being able to, like, go to activities as well with people. So obviously you get to during the day you get to go on to the sort of lessons with those that are on your course, and then merge with the actors or with the filmmakers, depending which course you're on. But then you get to have social activities with anyone and everyone. So you could be in the same, you know, course as a 1 week 12-year-old actor, and you actually get to make such a strong bond. Like, I always say it is like, this is the YFA family. Like, you do actually sort of get to know everyone quite well, and there is a bond.
But it's not also just with the students, it's with the staff as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, the staff and student bond is also very close, and they put in a lot of effort and they work to make fun activities for us. Like, last night we had a mystery night where the staff like did this whole performance of who killed Bingo Bev.
It was wild.
Yeah.
How good did everyone look as well?
Yeah.
Because that was the first time it had happened at camp, and like, I was
so
walking
good.
up to dinner because we'd like just finished wrapping the film. I think we were like a tiny bit late to dinner, and then as we were heading in, just everyone was coming out in these like ball gowns and like suits and looking like Poirot and stuff.
Everyone dresses to impress.
Yeah.
It's just nice as well because everyone actually like goes for it when it happens. So if they go like, it's a themed night, people dress to the theme, and sometimes you get it where only like in other places where only like one person will show up and everyone's just sort of like, oh, I don't really care, but everyone's sort of really invested and really wants to just sort of have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I was gonna say, like, especially, like, I 100% agree with Ash. I think that the staff and the students, that we all have such a close bond, and it's not like when you first come and people are like, oh yeah, you guys have lessons. You suddenly automatically think of like a teacher kind of student relationship, but it's a lot more like we're all kind of friends here, and I think that makes filming so much easier. Like, you're not treated like little kids here, you're treated like professionals.
Equals.
You're treated like equals and professionals, and we're all working together, and I just think it's so nice and it's so inclusive, and it just makes the entire process so much easier and more fun to be
I
around
think
that.
being able to say and view everyone on a first name basis really helps, because I think you can't go into the industry and be like, oh yeah, I was taught by Mr. What's a face. Like,
Mr.
no,
Greg.
it's easy. It's we are emerging into the industry, and I think that sort of view from the staff is incredible because they're viewing us already like we're entering it instead of like we need to learn how to enter it.
And you sort of feel like you can literally talk to anyone on camp. Like, even if I've never met someone, I can go up and be like, hey, how are you? Are you doing filmmaking or acting? And it's even with staff as well, because they're always willing to just have a conversation with you, whether it's just like a chat or if you've got questions about the industry, and they're so helpful.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with YFA, like, it's such a safe environment as well. Like, even though, we are on first name basis and we are treated as equals, if you have a problem, the staff are really willing to sort it out for you. And I think that's really important here, especially when we're here for so long and when there are some really long days going on. But yeah, it's nice to have that.
Because there's definite like highs and lows, because it is a stressful environment. Like, you're trying to make a film in a very short amount of time. You're living with everyone. You're surrounded by people at all times. But at the same time, every single like amazing moment outweighs those few times. And like, I've always said YFA is like my safe space, and it just is.
Yeah, like Sophia and I were actually having a conversation about this in our dorm last night. Like, you probably have like, especially on shooting days, they are tiring. like,
and it's been hot this year.
It's
like, I think I
hot.
warned most of the groups. I was like, because I hate shooting outdoors in the sun. It's the worst. I would much rather be somewhere freezing with like 10 layers on, because then at least you can control your own temperature a bit better. But it tires you out so much quicker, and you are thinking all day every day, and that brain is just sapping energy out of your body. Even though you're like, you only physically carry a few bits and bobs at the start and end, suddenly, because you've used your brain all day, then you feel physically knackered even though you've just been thinking.
You hit those like 2-3 lower points of the day, but then you probably have like 7 to 10 high points of every day. Like, I'm not gonna lie, getting my Ribena and Oreos every day, it cheers me up.
I had one moment where I was hitting, like, I was very, very stressed. This was during shooting, and I was like I might need to just take a break. But then we just filmed this wonderful shot where Ashton had to pour water all over himself. And it just really cheered me up. So it's just like a fun environment.
But also, like, you experience the lows together, and I think that's so important, that, like, even when you do come out of possibly a bit of a bad shoot, or, you know, someone wasn't happy with something, you can always sit down and just be honest and say, listen, like, we're in it together, and I'm sorry it didn't work out, or whatever. But, like, you always go through everything together at YFA. You're always a team. It's never just one person.
Yeah. I also feel with that, like, this is my first year, and I feel like I've just kind of, like, fit in. Like, there's no, like, discrimination, or there's no, like, difference between someone who's been there 1 year or other people who've been here for like 5 years.
How long have each of you guys been here? Do you want to?
This is my 5th year.
Wow. This is my 5th year.
Wow.
My 3rd year.
This is my 2nd year.
This is my 2nd year.
And this is my 1st year. So
what a lovely collection of numbers there.
Yeah. It's a wide range, and I just feel like everyone manages to get on, and people just welcome you into their friendship groups. But it's, if you think about it, it's all just one big friendship group anyways, because we all just get along really well.
It's, I think, as someone who's been coming for like quite a while now, it's just lovely every year as well, because there are always so many new people, and they'll join. You get some people who join at 12 and some people who join at 16 or 17, but everyone just sort of, it's like Isla said earlier, everyone just clicks immediately, and it really doesn't matter if you've been there before or not.
And like the people you meet, there's a person in our group from Puerto Rico, and like you would never ever meet him, like just in general, like to be able to meet him
bumped
now.
in the street. You didn't happen to be interested in filmmaking, do you?
Yeah. To meet him now is, I think, really incredible, because you know, like there are people here from like Romania, for example, all over the world. You never ever meet.
Got some students from South Korea this year as well, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's so diverse.
Yeah, from all over America as well, and
Germany,
Mexico.
Yeah.
Well, you just get to learn so much about like other people's lives as well.
Yeah.
Culture.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, like I've literally met my best friends here. It's insane. Like, we've gone on holiday with each other.
No way.
It's so cool.
So you met them last year?
Yeah, I met them last year, and then she came to my house in Guernsey, and then I went to hers in Portugal, and we came here together this year.
Wow.
It's so cool. It's like I would never meet those people, you know. It's so cool to meet other people and like hear about their lives. And you kind of forget, like, especially like I grew up on a really small island, and you forget what it's like outside of you know where you live.
Yeah, occasionally you remember that Jersey exists.
We didn't have McDonald's in Guernsey. I know it's horrible. And
that's a chain business. Can no one like open it up, or
just
they don't think there's a market there for it?
But yeah, it's so cool to like hear about where other people live and like their school and what they do. It's just awesome. I don't know, I love it.
And I think as well, you genuinely do make lifelong friends at YFA. Like, I met Grace 5 years ago, and we're still like really, really close friends now. And it's just because of YFA. We see each other like once a year for a week or two, but we're still just really close.
Yeah, like YFA is almost like its own little planet. So I'm 45 minutes down the road from where we're based, but there are people who are so like far away, but it doesn't feel like the real world. It's like you're in your own little bubble, but it's like this bubble of just fun and like
we're on this beautiful
incredible
campus, right? So it's Colford School, which is in Bury St Edmunds, and it's like I feel like this is like Hogwarts for movie making. I don't know about you guys. We're like this really old building that's like beautiful with all these classrooms, and then loads of modern buildings. So like amazing for as a location, but then also amazing as like a for filming. But then as a bubble, I think is what you're saying. It's like its own microcosm. Wait, micro? No, what am I thinking of? You know what I mean? Like a petri dish. Spits out
a petri dish for aspiring filmmakers and
I think that should be like the new slogan on the brochure.
I think it's really, really cool, and it's not just like filming the movie that you get to learn about. We were given like the option today. We picked podcasts, but there was options that you could look at careers. It's just like you come in and you learn so much, and it prepares you if you want to enter the industry when you're older as well. if you're trying to get into it, they just give you so much, like the staff, they just give you so much information and like help and so much guidance on how to do that. And it's genuine. It's not like, oh yeah, we've been told to tell you this. It's like, no, like come, we'll have a chat. I'll tell you exactly how to do and what websites to look at. It's so good and so inclusive and lovely, and it really prepares you for what you want to do.
And I think as well, it's if you have a question and if you go, look, I'm really struggling with this aspect of filmmaking, do you have any tips? All the staff know so much because they're all like experts and professional filmmakers, professional actors. So they always have tips, and you always feel like you're able to just go and ask and you'll get really, really good advice.
Yeah, last year I was here for 1 week. We were doing filmmaking, and I had never made a movie before, like not even on my iPhone. I just loved writing, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. But since last year, I've made so many like short films just from the kind of information that I picked up in 1 week. And then I just can't wait to see, what next year's going to bring, having learned, 2-week filmmaking here. It's so exciting.
Yeah, and we see that. So like, you guys mentioned hanging out with people that you meet here, like outside of the course. We see people literally meet up and make films together outside of the course, which is so cool to see. And then also even just seeing people go away and make films by themselves, because we teach you the stuff you need to know here. We give you a chance to practice it with loads of passionate people and with equipment. But then it's that extra time that you can put into it outside of YFA, and then you come back next year and your knowledge level has increased. And I think our tutors are really good at not sort of dumbing things down at all, and they tell you everything, but you are more receptive to take in more, and you're like, oh, I think I now understand what he's talking about with that, or she's talking about with that, because I've now gone away and even practiced that even more, and your knowledge just builds every single year. I don't know how you guys have found that.
I think with that as well, it's because every single year I come, I learn something new, and because you always recap the basics, but every year I come back and I'm like, I didn't know that, I can now implement this. But even when you're not at camp, you're still able to like reach out. Like if I've written a short screenplay, then I'll send it to some of my friends I've made at camp. I sent it to one of my tutors once, and then you can get like the advice back on it. So even if you're not at camp, you can still get advice from all the incredible people you've met at camp.
Yeah, and I think, camp really fuels your creativity. You feel like you can do things, and you feel like the world of sort of creative media is so interconnected. Like from camp, so I did the acting course last year, but I'm back on filmmaking again. I've got to complete all 3 levels. I had to do it. But I think, being able to see the interconnectedness. So, we're filming, we're recording a podcast right now, and setting it up, we knew how to do it because of the knowledge that we'd got from the audio aspects of film, or I do some photography and stuff like that.
That's
and I've
really
learned
nice
that
of you to
stuff
say,
from
Grace. Ignoring the failed setup that we originally had to begin with. No, but we did. But you guys each set up your microphone that we are using now. Like, that is absolutely, Grace is telling the truth there. But we did have a technical thing. We had a monitoring issue, but we solved it. We banded together and we came up with a new setup, and this one's great.
Sorry, continue. Also, you pick things up from your peers. So I'm doing an acting course, but I've still learned stuff about the filmmaking just from talking to people I work with, or just talking to friends who are doing the other course. And it just makes it so easy to learn new skills, and this course just gives you the tools to create great content.
Had you done much film acting before the course?
This is my first time kind of doing film stuff. I've done quite a bit of theatre, but initially I came here just to tick the boxes and say film's cool, but it's totally changed my perspective. And now I'm sort of set on going down the film route, rather than theatre.
Well, the thing is, I know that back in the day, people used to, they'd have to do theatre to pay the bills, but they really wanted to be in films or TV shows. Whereas nowadays, if you're an actor, TV is what pays the bills, and then you go and do theatre because you love it, sort of thing. So it's completely flipped. So now, if you want to be an actor, really, if you want to make money from it, you need to prepare for stage and for film and TV, right?
Yeah.
I think with Ashton's point about learning things from everyone, even like from your fellow filmmakers. Everyone's sort of got the different things they're interested in. Like someone could be really interested in colour grading, while someone could really like writing, or someone could really like directing or lighting. And because I came here, I didn't know very much about lighting, but then like we had a lighting masterclass and just being on set, and Grace really likes lighting, so just watching her like set up lights, sort them out, was a really great learning experience. And even with the actors as well, we always pick up things like about directing, for example. Like our actors will be like, oh, could we try this? And you sort of just pick up skills, especially in like communication with your actors.
Yeah. I think another thing that I really love about this camp is it's not just kind of like you go, you have fun and then you leave. It's very much you go, you have fun, you learn stuff, and then you use what you've learned and take it out. Like you make movies and you can add to a show reel to then show to like casting agents and all that fun stuff. You can like just really take what you've learned and take it out into the real world. And I think that's really, really important, because it's not just like you come here, you make a movie, you maybe can show your parents, and then you're done. It's like you do this course and it sets you up, and then you can just really go out and have fun and enjoy, filming and acting and all the wonderful things that come along with it.
It's like a way into the industry.
Yeah.
It's that first steps of, now I have something that I've like been in and I've helped produce. So now I have some sort of content which I can show off my skills.
It's the first question you get asked on the outside world, right? It's like, you're like, oh yeah, I'm an actor, or I'm a filmmaker, or like, oh, I'm a DOP, I'm a cinematographer. So, oh, can I see something you've done? Yeah. And when you come here, the answer is always, yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, the films made here, they're always really good. They're a really high standard. And then like we've got YFA awards at the end of August and things, so like the best films of all the amazing films are nominated. But then as well, we're able to go and like enter the films we've made at camp into the big film festivals, and so we have the opportunity to do that. So yeah, I don't really know where I was going with the end of that.
No.
While the films are made at YFA, they are our own. Like, it's genuine people working together to make a genuine story. Like, you don't just do it and then you just leave and then done. Like, oh yeah, I spent 2 weeks. I just spent 2 weeks of my summer doing that. Like, genuinely, every time when back to school starts again, I'm just like, I want to be at camp.
I think it's so cool because you can also see how like your friends and the people that you've met and what they're doing as well. Like I had a friend last year who was in my dorm, and she's now in a movie, which is so cool. And then I had another friend, he's just got into RADA. So it's literally, it's amazing. And then you can kind of just like message him like, oh my gosh, like hey, I've seen you on my TV, and it just gives you such confidence to also like try your best and try and get to the same places that they're going.
But the thing with YFA, the thing with YFA is that like you always come out proud of like what you've achieved, even if the movie isn't where you thought it'd be. Like entering, like we've always had these days where we're like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna pull this off? But you get into that screening and you sit down and you watch the movie and you go, wow, I can't believe I made that, or we made that as a collective team. And so I've always come out of YFA feeling like really proud of myself and happy with myself, and not just like on the filming aspects and working with the actors, but also like on the social aspect as well. Like I met these amazing people, I put myself out there, and this is the result, and I'm really happy with it.
And I think everyone they're really passionate about the films they're making during camp, and by the end we're all really proud of them. Like last year with the film I made, I went back to school and I was literally telling everyone I saw, I was like, you guys should just watch this film I made last summer. Like, so everyone's just really excited to share the films as well, which is just really nice to see.
I also feel like this environment, it makes it easier to get better at what you're doing. So for actors or filmmakers, when you're surrounded by all these other talented people, it kind of motivates you and it makes you into a better actor or filmmaker yourself, because you want to live up to the standards of everyone else around you. And I feel like it's a very good dynamic.
Yeah.
Everyone's just very passionate here. Like everyone. And it's not just about like their, filmmaking or acting. Like there's a house system here at camp.
Oh yeah.
I am fiercely loyal to the house that I get put in each year. I genuinely, this year I've screamed at people being like, I will die for bong. You just become so passionate. Like, if you're playing dodgeball against someone, you get so competitive, but it's all done in good spirit. Everything is done in good spirit.
Everyone's
like,
high-fiving at the end, right?
Yeah, like when I say I'm screaming at people, I'm doing it in a nice way. But no, like, it's just everyone genuinely cares.
Because I think it's when you're just not at YFA, like during the year, sometimes you get the sort of doubts, because my school especially is quite an academic school, so they really try and push you down like an academic route, and so you sort of get the considering of, can I actually make it in this industry? Is film really right for me? And then you come to camp and I'm always like, this is what I want to do, because everyone is just so passionate and so ready to collaborate and like just make really good films.
Yeah, everyone, like, I haven't met anyone that's... But YFA is very cool because it's not just... You can get, like, summer camps where it's so obvious that, you know, people's parents have gone, oh, I'm sick of you for this summer, let's just throw you into a summer camp. Everyone here is so, like Grace said, everyone's passionate. Yeah. It's not just like, oh, yeah, my parents didn't want me. They went to Mexico for the summer. It's like everyone just wants to create something amazing, and I think working with people that are just as passionate as you, it's really, really interesting. It's very, very special.
How have you found the difference between 1 and 2 weeks in your 2 years?
I think 1 week was very intense. Like, it's like
arriving on a Sunday and being like, literally this time next week you'll be done and the film will be finished and screened.
I mean, me and Theo were in the same group last year, and I remember sitting in the screening.
He's like, the memories.
The stress.
The screening.
Yeah, we sat in the screening and we hadn't seen our movie. We ran out of time editing, and the wonderful staff said, "Don't worry, we'll get it done for you."
I think someone stayed up really late just to finish it.
Yeah, so when we went there, when we were in the filming, like, and everyone else was seeing it for the first time, we were also seeing it for the first time.
Wow, yeah,
that bit, yeah, totally, that was planned.
We watched like half of the film and we were terrified. Genuinely, we were like, what's the second half of the film looking like? But luckily, Alex pulled it together.
Yeah, she's amazing. But I think not just, I've had time to develop my skills over the 2 weeks, and not just that, but also like developing bonds with people that, I mean, Theo, I already met him, we knew each other, but I feel like we've grown closer over the 2 weeks, and I've met some amazing people, and we've grown really close over the 2 weeks. But I think for me, I really love writing and I really like directing and kind of getting those visions together. Yeah. But in the 1 week time, I didn't really have a lot of time to kind of develop that.
Sure, and you go far more in depth. Right,
yeah, but for the 2 weeks,
it's like unpackaged.
Yeah, exactly.
And then like there's more specific classes on more specific of those.
Yeah, you totally get to dissect everything and go, okay, well, why don't we try it from this angle? And all of a sudden it just clicks and you're like, oh my gosh, okay, this works. But for the 1 weeker, because you've only got 1 day to shoot, you don't have time to go, why don't we try it like this? Because that angle itself takes, 10 minutes to come up with. And all of a sudden that's 10 minutes gone and you're not getting it back. And you've got like 3 hours, 6 hours to shoot. You're like, oh my God.
There's probably people, right, that's maybe listening to this that are like, I think I want to come to camp sort of thing. And they're like, 10 minutes to do a shot? How slow are these guys moving? Yeah. And then you suddenly get to camp and you're like, they did a shot in 10 minutes.
I think it's because I've done both 1 week and 2 week courses. I think the thing that shocked me when I switched to the 2 week course was how quick the 1 week course actually goes, because in the 2 week course we have 4 days to shoot, and we were shooting about a scene a day. And then in the 1 week course, we had to do absolutely everything in 1 day. And
like
I look back on it.
I
look back on it and I'm just like, I don't know how the 1 weekers do it. I have so much admiration for them.
I genuinely don't get how they move their stuff so quickly. Like we were like complaining if we had to move our stuff like 2 meters.
I think the staff end up carrying more stuff in the 1 week course.
Yeah, no, the staff, like, genuinely, big up the staff. Like, talking about, like, staying up to edit, like, the staff, I don't want to bring this up, but there was a 2:30 in the morning accidental fire alarm this week, and the staff, honestly, within 3 seconds, they were like, boom, they're ready. These staff are genuinely here for us, like,
Some
24/7.
felt really nicely dressed. Everyone was,
I know.
everyone was ready
Some
to go.
people are like, yeah.
And not only that, is when the fire alarm went off, it wasn't just the staff that were helping out. There was students who were out there straight away, and they were calling out house lines, and they were just making sure that everyone was safe. And that was just the main priority, and it was brilliant to see the teamwork.
Because everyone just like genuinely cares about one another and wants everyone to succeed, which is just lovely. And like with the staff as well, like last year, because there is a huge time crunch on these films, and so sometimes you run out of time to edit or you don't have time to colour grade or something like that. And last year I think one of the FM3, which is what the 2-week filmmaking course is called, staff, Josh, he was up until about 4 a.m. making sure every single one of the films was perfect, and then the screening was at like 9 a.m. that day. But because not only does everyone, like all your peers, want you to succeed, the staff really, really want you to succeed and do the best you can. But it's also so different to like trying to have a conversation with like a teacher at school, because you are treated like individuals who actually have thoughts, who have feelings, who are able to like have a conversation.
Yeah. And like I hate using this word, but like have
on, Grace.
like banter with the staff. Like,
Well,
like,
they do call me the Bantosaurus Rex for a reason, so... was that too cringe?
Someone else.
We just need a moment to recover.
But I feel like when you do have ongoing jokes with the staff and that kind of thing, like it just, you feel closer to them, and it just, you feel like you've got a bit more of a personal connection, and I think that's really nice. We've got a running joke with a couple of them. I know me and my roommate, every time the staff do these checks for bedtime every night, so they come around and they knock on the door to make sure we're in there and we're ready to go to bed. And my roommate and I, just to make that night a bit more interesting, every time they open the door we dress up really weirdly. So last night we had the duvets over our heads with sunglasses on, and we started singing and like coordinated it, and like the whole corridor came opening their doors as the stuff like cracked up with laughter. It was brilliant. So
Chris and I are down the corridor from B, and we just hear like this thing happening outside. So we're just opening it, and we just see like B just on the floor in a duvet, and one of the staff, Blossom, just laughing her head off.
yeah, and then it's just like, genuinely, I laugh so much when I'm here, like the Bantosaurus Rex. But like,
You are welcome.
There are just, you get to be able to make so many stupid jokes and things, and like, yeah, they're lasting memories.
yeah, these are the memories that will stick with you.
And I think as well, because you've got the sort of banter with the staff, then after camp you're not afraid to reach out to the staff and say, hey, can I have some advice on this? Can you read my script? Can you give me advice on my film? Or just anything like that, because during camp you get so comfortable that it's not awkward to try and like reach out and just get advice.
For sure, and like it's really nice because I know so many emails sort of they come through, and sort of they get sent to the tutors, and they get to see like what you guys have been doing, and like it genuinely makes them really excited and happy to sort of see that you guys are active and making stuff and have taken on board what you've learned, because they've all been in your position, except they didn't have this. They didn't have summer camp. Like this sort of thing is like, it's so new. I mean, there's nothing like it. But they know what it's like to have that passion. They know what it's like to be supported, and they want to show you the support that they either never had or the support that they did have, and they can only sort of emulate that for you guys.
Like,
I think also YFA opens up so many other opportunities as well. Like at my school we had to have work experience this year, and I really wanted to do some sort of film work experience. So I emailed YFA and I was like, hi, I'm looking for some work experience. I come to summer camp. Would it be possible to like help on another course? Because YFA, as well as summer camp, it's got 4-day film schools. It's got Make a Film in a Day. They come to schools. And so I was able to get work experience with YFA, and then YFA came to my school, and I gave a talk to the Year 9s at my school about YFA. Quite an impromptu talk. But
That's amazing.
So it just sort of, in the best way possible, it follows you around, and you're able to just get incredible opportunities from it.
Yeah, I think like the number one piece of advice that I'd have for like someone that's going to come to camp or considering coming to camp is use this opportunity. Like, genuinely, there are so many people that don't have this opportunity. Use it, because, it's just outstanding. Like, it is one of a kind.
Yeah, I just think it's so lovely as well, because I came last year and it was only for 2 weeks, but I literally, the first day that I came back again this year, like 3 of the staff members still like recognised me, knew my name, and it's so sweet. It's like my form tutor of 2 years forgot my name on the last day of school. See every day.
That's devastating. Were you really rubbish at their subject?
I don't take German as a
I just think it's so lovely that you guys like all remember us, and like, because you genuinely care about us and how we're doing.
Yeah.
It's not just like, okay, right, well that's the job done, off you go.
Yeah.
I guess we'll come back next year. It's I want you guys to do well. This entire thing is just designed to really help and, inspire young and aspiring filmmakers and actors. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it is a privilege to meet all the staff members and also meet all the other people, because they are going to go off and do some amazing things.
Yeah.
And then you can network with each other, and it's just genuinely a great place to be, to get everyone's contacts, and then when they're famous or you're famous or you're all famous, you can work together and do things together. So.
And I feel like you do get that kind of bond as a 1 weeker with the staff, but I think it's so much more enhanced as a 2 weeker, because you just are spending longer with them. So they do remember you more, because, your movies are slightly longer, you've made a bit more of an impact. And I think that's really unique about the 2 weeker course that you wouldn't get anywhere else.
It's really nice when you come back as well, because they don't just go like, oh, hi, Sophia. They like ask how you're doing, like what sort of things you've done like with film over the past year. So they're genuinely interested like in your progress.
Yeah, I made a film in December last year, and
Is this the one where you shoot your sister?
Yeah.
It's so good.
No,
It's so
different
good.
one.
Oh, different one. Okay.
It was for school, and I sent it through to Josh, and like within a week he sent me back this email, like a full on like 3 or 4 pages of full on feedback, like everything. It was really, really helpful, and just to know that like he's like still there to give all this feedback, it's really, really nice and reassuring.
100%. Josh is a legend.
And even though like summer camp is only 2 weeks, it doesn't feel like it doesn't end.
Yeah.
You still have your friendships, you still have the people that you can reach out to. I really, really love that about it. It's not just like, okay, right, well, you've got 2 weeks in the summer and that's it. It lasts the whole year.
Getting to feel like you're part of YFA, as it were.
Yeah.
It's also just something to look forward to each year. Like, I know a couple people in here, we've had GCSEs this year. And so all through my exams, I was sort of like, it's okay, because in the summer I'm going to go to YFA. I've got 2 weeks to just like make a film, and it was just something that really helps like get you through the year as well. Just something to look forward to.
I brought my little brother here this year because I just had such an amazing time last year. And going here, he was very nervous, but I honestly, I was so excited. Like, I was counting down the minutes on the sat-nav till I got here. And it's been really nice to see him kind of...
the same next year.
Yeah, definitely. It's been kind of nice to see him kind of have the same experience that I had last year, that he's definitely fitting in with people and he's definitely having a really good time. And the nerves that he had when coming here, like, evaporated within, like, I would say less than 5 hours. Like, you just meet people, you click with them, that's that. And I think that's really, really nice, and I don't think you get it anywhere else.
I mean, he is our current weatherman.
Yeah, Lawrence is my brother.
Every morning he comes up and he tells us the weather.
That's my brother.
It's also just nice because, so my first year I came here, I was 12, and I knew no one. I didn't know anyone who came from like around where I live. I didn't know anyone from school or anything. But within a day or two, I'd made really, really close friends. Like, I met Grace my first day at camp, and we've stayed in touch all these years. So because everyone's just so welcoming and so ready to meet new people and make new friends, that if you're coming alone and don't know anyone, it really doesn't matter because you'll make such good friends so quickly.
Yeah, like, I mean, I found out about YFA because they came to my school to do a day, and I managed to get onto summer camp. It was literally, I had like 5 weeks before summer camp started, and it was because someone else dropped out. And if YFA hadn't have come to my school, I don't think I would have gone into film. And like now I'm looking to read it at university, and you know, it was like that one experience has just like changed everything. And like honestly, YFA is just incredible. Like there's so many people that like, I don't know, like owe their career to it.
Like it really changes your perspective on movies as well. Like whenever I watch movies now, I'm like, oh my god, like how long would that shot? Like, I'm just thinking because when I used to watch movies and stuff, like there'll be all the different angles, and I just like, oh yeah, that's cool. And now I'm just thinking like we do like we only have one camera, but we have to film all the different angles, and there's so many different takes, and it's just like that must have taken hours to do that. Like, it's really cool. Because you're still learning. You're like, I'm going to do that next time, you know. I'm going to try and convey that emotion like Jennifer Aniston did, you know. Make it. You just learn everything all year. It's so cool.
We watched a film the other day called Dreamgirls, and there was one musical number which went on for like 20 minutes, and I was thinking, how long did that take them just to do one song?
I had that feeling with when I recently watched West Side Story. I don't know if you've seen it. Just the opening sequence, I was just like, I have to switch the film part of my brain off now because like the amount of planning and choreography and just everything into that film as well.
Because I think you do gain like a new respect for like when you're watching a film, the actors, the filmmakers, and everyone involved in the process. And because when you come here, we're not only like making films, we're also watching them. We watch a movie every evening, and so it's really nice because then you can watch that film and then you can come out and be inspired by that film, like for the film you're making. Like last year at camp, we watched Grand Budapest Hotel by Wes Anderson on one of the first few nights. And my group, we weren't really sure what sort of style of film we wanted to make. We watched that and we came out and we were like, we just want to be like Wes Anderson. So.
Absolutely. Guys, we're going to have to bring this to a close, aren't we?
Oh.
I know. But I thought we could go round and maybe sum up one film academy, Young Film Academy in one word, not young word. If you want to take a moment and have a think.
Can we have 2 words?
What?
Can we have 2 words? like a hyphen word.
You can have 2 words.
Alright.
But yeah, we work our way around this way, then we can end with your double barreler. Oh my god, we're gonna begin and end with carnage. Go for it.
Life-changing.
Inspiring.
Fresh.
Unique.
Exhilarating.
Cool beans.
Oh
yeah. Guys, this has been such a treat to sit down and chat with you all. So thank you so much, and thanks for coming to camp and making it what it is. Because I know you guys have talked about everyone being amazing here and the staff and everything, but you guys are also those amazing people, and you are part of that, and you make it what it is. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's so sweet. Yeah, it's amazing.
Super. See you guys soon. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you. Bye.